Terraria is one of the most complicated games I've ever played, and it's one of the most popular games on Steam right now. So that means there's got to be a lot of new players who don't know much. Let me give you guys a couple of my best tips to help you out. And I know what some of you guys are thinking, wait, you're a new player yourself, how can you give tips? And that's what makes me feel like I'm perfectly qualified, because I know what the new players need to hear, because that's the things I also sucked at. So if you guys enjoy this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. Anything you could do to help me out, I'd really appreciate it. I'm on the grind to 10K, and let's get straight into it. My first tip is to stop ignoring the guide NPC. He's one of the most important tools in all of Terraria, and nobody actually uses them because they just want to go out and do everything themselves. When you first start, most players just leave him at spawn, just completely ignore him, but he's actually way more useful than that. The guide will basically tell you how to do and craft every single thing in the game. If you talk to him and then click on housing, he teaches you exactly how to build a house as a starter and to build more houses to get more NPCs to show up. And his best ability, all you have to do is click his crafting button, put any block you have, and it'll show you every single recipe that block is included in, and it will show you all the other items required to craft. This saves you so much time early game because you're not guessing what you need to build certain items, and you're not guessing what your items build. You won't waste any of your materials, and you'll progress way faster. If you're not using the guide, you're making the game way harder than you have to, so please everyone start using the NPC guide when you spawn. My second great tip for new players, along with the first tip, is to start building more housing. If you're not building houses earlier in your Terraria game, you're slowing your entire process down. A lot of beginners like myself, self-admittedly, just look around, explore, do random stuff, do whatever they want, but if you don't start building houses and spawning in all the NPCs, everything's going to take twice as long. To get each NPC, all you need to do is build a simple house, the same thing that your guide NPC taught you. You just have to build the same thing over and over and over again. The faster you build your houses, the faster the NPCs moves in, which means you get shops, gear, weapons, super helpful items early on. So slow down your exploring a little bit, try building more houses to get more NPCs, because the more NPCs you get, the faster your progression and the more fun the game will be in the long run. My third tip is to make sure you guys craft chests or just find them throughout the map to put them at your house, and keep your inventory organized. I have the worst inventory management of all time. I got religiously made fun of for it in my comments and my streams because my inventory was always full. Having a full inventory leads to a ton of problems down the road. For example, when I would go mining, I would have to choose between items instead of being able to grab everything because my inventory was so full I'd have to throw stuff away. What you need to be doing is getting chests early, actually organizing your loot, having maybe one labeled for ores, one for weapons, one for materials, however you want to organize them, which is something I still haven't done, by the way. Don't be like me, I'm lazy. But this would save you guys so much time in the long run. You're not digging through all your random items, and when you need to craft something, you already know exactly where it is. Trust me, organization is huge. I'm the worst at it. Please don't be like me. It might seem like a small thing that doesn't really matter, but it will make everything so much easier. My next tip is another one that's super important, is when you start Terraria, when you explore, please start using platforms instead of solid blocks. First of all, when you make a platform, for every one wood you get two, so you're already getting double the amount. And platforms, you could fall through them or jump through them. They're not solid, which makes it so much easier to travel around. In my world, I use solid blocks the entire time. There's just random stuff everywhere. Platforms would have saved me so much time and made it so much easier. You don't get stuck, you don't have to dig through them, you can go through them whenever you want. It's the easiest way to travel. This makes exploring caves way safer and faster. You can escape enemies easier, you won't take as much fall damage. It's just one of the most important things you should do, especially when you're exploring or mining. Platforms are one of the easiest upgrades in the game. Please start using them. Once you do, you'll never go back. Next, please start using these little buttons right here below your menu. These two buttons are quick stacking and quick sorting. It is the best time saver in the world. When you hit this button right here, it takes all the items in your inventory that you already have in chests and instantly puts them where they need to go and stacks them. And then the sort, you can instantly sort all your items to keep everything more organized. This makes looting and organizing way faster. You spend way less time managing your items, and you can actually progress way quicker. Plus, if you have everything organized in your chest already and they go to the right spots, you already know where everything is. Start using the quick stack and the quick sort every time you're at your base. It's one of the biggest time savers you can have, and it's a great tip. My next tip kind of pairs up with the last one, and it's to start favoriting your items. There are a ton of times where I've quick stacked my items, and it gets super annoying because I accidentally send my wood into a chest and I have to go find it, especially if you're unorganized like me. That's annoying. If you hit Alt and then click your item, it'll favorite it, so no matter what, it'll not leave your inventory unless you manually pull it out. This is super important, something you could do with like torches, platforms, weapons, whatever you have in your inventory. You should probably favorite it if you don't want to ever get rid of it. It'll make things way quicker. There's no more accidentally getting rid of something. You won't get rid of your potions on accident like I do all the time. It's the most annoying thing in the world. Make sure you start favoriting your items. My next tip is to start carrying torches. If you're not carrying torches when you're playing Terraria, you're pretty much blind 90% of the time. A lot of new players forget to bring torches when they go exploring. It's something that a lot of people do, and it's one of the biggest mistakes you guys do not want to do. Torches are super easy. It's just wood and gel. You should always have a ton of torches on you. You can place them as you explore so you can see, or you can just hold them and you can see because they glow around you. They also help you know where you came from so you can come back the same way. It's an easy way to know exactly where to go. And this helps you spot ores, chests, enemies, and it helps you explore way safer and more efficiently. I would never leave your base to do anything without torches. It's one of the simplest habits to do in this game, and it makes a huge difference. My next tip is to try to look for things to upgrade your mobility as fast as possible. If you're playing without mobility items, you're making the game 1,000 times harder than it has to be. A lot of new players, including myself, focused on weapons and armor first, but mobility is actually probably more important than either of those things. You can get items like Herm's boots, Cloud in a bottle, which is something I missed twice and I got yelled at for in my comments, or a grappling hook, and if you get all those items as soon as possible, you can run faster, double jump, move around easier, and they're super easy to make, and you can just find them in chests around the map. This makes exploring much faster, dodging enemies easier, helps a ton in future boss fights. Good movement can literally carry you through the entire game of Terraria. Don't just focus on your weapons and armor, make sure you focus on how you move, and make sure you find all the best mobility items you can get. My next tip is to use the platforms you guys made with the wood for exploring to also build a boss arena. This will be super helpful in the future when you have to fight some of the best bosses in the game. They're really hard, especially if you don't have easy movement, and an arena can make an easy place for you to jump around, fight, and attack these bosses. If you also build it near your house, you can build it with a nurse so you can heal yourself. There are so many advantages to building an arena, and they're easy to make. You can literally just build platforms line to line, or you can make them look cool. Mine right here in the background's as simple as it gets. It's just platforms in a straight line, but it gets the job done. Make sure you build an arena. It'll save you so much heartache in the future and help you defeat bosses much easier. And my absolute final tip, the most important tip of the entire game, is to just have fun. Terraria is one of the most fun games I've ever played. I just started playing it a month ago, and I've had a blast the entire time. I was always on the side of Minecraft is better than Terraria, but in the last month, my opinion has actually completely switched. I think Minecraft is a terrible game now compared to Terraria. Terraria is just significantly better. Have fun, enjoy everything about it. And if you guys enjoyed this video and enjoyed my tips, or just enjoy the channel overall, please like and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. I put a ton of effort into my videos, so a subscribe would really help me out. Thank you guys so much, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.